Electric Picnic 2011, and I'm joined by brand new band, Dublin band that is, This Club. Gentlemen, say hello to your adoring crowd.
Woo!
Hey!
How you doing?
In the house. We've all got American accents now because that's just the way we
This isn't
speak.
really a house, though.
It's, well, you know.
House needs chimney.
How do you know it hasn't got a chimney? You haven't inspected the place properly. Are you a quantity surveyor? How would you know these things? Anyway, listen, lads, welcome. So I know we were just before we went on camera here. You said, come on, don't mention the change in the name thing. We'll give it 10 seconds, right?
You're not very nice.
Come on. You used to be a band called used to be a band called Horsebox. Now you're a band called This Club. Yeah. Why?
Yes. Well, we changed the name for a few reasons. One of them was because people would go Horsebox, and they go Horsebox, Horsebox.
How do you spell it?
Horsebox.
Is what you're saying is because in America people wouldn't understand what the hell
America
you're talking about.
and Europe and my mom and everybody, to be honest.
Also the spelling. We put an
Yeah.
A in it.
Yeah. Tricky enough, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just for alphabetical reasons.
Do you know, I think you've made a very prudent business decision by doing this.
The change.
Yeah, I do. Actually.
You think so? Thank you.
It's meant to kind of, we don't see a division between us and the audience, so this club is meant to be all-inclusive. That's we're all there to have a
So
good
that's
time.
the
That's kind
ethos
of our
of the name.
ethos. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also the first song we ever wrote together.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
that-
also that thing he said, he just made it up. But it is actually true.
Save that for David Letterman. They love in America. They love that kind of,
love
really,
that schmaltz.
we want
Cheesy
you to
nonsense.
be part of our club kind of thing,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah.
It's true.
But and how long have you been together? Is it like a week or?
Yeah, a week.
Couple of years, about 3 or 4 years,
Yeah.
basically.
But in this incarnation, is this
Yes.
club?
Yeah, I mean, the music has changed a certain amount in the last year or so, and that was also a reason why we decided to change the name, because the original music that Horsebox played was a lot more just traditional,
Yeah.
in the sense that we were quite inspired by funk and soul and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Whereas the new music, while it's still got funk and soul in it, it's a lot more contemporary.
Yeah,
it's
because
quite
I was
dancey and-
listening to your single. It's I Won't Worry.
I Won't
That's the
Worry.
first single, isn't
Yeah.
it? And the production values on it, you can't deny, are absolutely enormous. And reading the blurb, it says you've worked with people who've worked with Katy Perry and stuff like that, and also it's like super indie people like Modest Mouse. So
We're big fans of Modest Mouse.
it's an interesting kind of like juxtaposition of stuff.
Well, the producer would be quite an indie producer. In terms, he's done all sorts of really random things, from Modest Mouse to The Hives to Buddy Guy.
Yeah.
But then the guy we went to do the mixing with is more pretty much mainstream pop.
Yeah.
So it was a good juxtaposition, I suppose, in that sense. The producer let us down the indie route, and then the mixer
Yeah.
kind of put it his own.
I think it's a real. It has the potential for really big stuff, and you did most of this stuff in the US. In
We
Mississippi.
recorded the whole album in Mississippi. Yeah.
What was that like in Mississippi?
It was amazing. It never rained. It was never cold.
It was
Yeah.
very hot though. Your pants get super hot.
Yeah.
80% humidity. Yeah.
We all gained about 50, 60 pounds though, because there's so much fried chicken.
Tell us about that.
Swamp ass.
Give him the microphone.
Okay, swamp ass is basically when the humidity is like 80-90% and it's already really hot, and then it rains a little tiny bit.
Yeah.
You get swamp ass.
You could
basically.
actually, you could probably cook things in your underpants.
You could boil things.
Yeah.
Boil chicken.
Yeah, you could steam
I'd
some
steam 'cause
fish.
I'm healthy.
If you put a big fish, big rainbow trout down your pants,
And
you
10
could
minutes
steam it
later,
in 10 minutes, easy.
ready to eat.
Get a fish net and drag it out.
You
Yeah.
actually you get fish balls pretty much.
All right, fish balls. That's interesting. I get them in my local Chinese.
I like crab cakes.
But not as itchy.
But it was good because all that weight made it easier for us to float in the pool.
Oh,
But as well, where we were there was some really, really amazing music that came out of that area. Do you know what I mean? Particularly, what was the name of that town that I went to?
Batesville.
Where I slept in Muddy Water's bed.
really?
Yeah. Which was kind of weird, but like the area is just, you can feel there's an atmosphere of creativity, and like we were in this small town. It was a small town by any kind of standards, and it had on the square it had 10 venues. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is like the equivalent. Yeah, like people are musicians without it. Yeah, there was a really good vibe there, so that was kind of pretty inspirational
But
too.
there was also a university. The University of Mississippi is in Oxford, and so there was 30,000 lunatic students with too much money and too much time on their hands. So we got to sample some of that too, which is in the music.
And have the names been changed to protect the innocent?
A little bit, yeah.
So you did a US mini tour. Tell us a bit about that.
Well, we've played in quite a few places in the south, and then we played New York and LA,
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
And how does that go? What's the well, like for your band, I only know one song by you.
Yeah.
For people who don't know about you at this stage, which they by and large don't, where would you sort of pitch yourselves? I know that sounds like a bit of a businessy type term.
Yeah.
But like where in the sort of the wide spectrum of music do you? Where are you?
Somebody actually described it when they saw us last in London as a commercial everything, which for us is amazing. They're playing
They're a
actually
band
just
playing,
after
like,
us,
yeah.
and I think they're Mercury nominated and all kinds of stuff, and we love them. They're our favorite band, and for someone to say commercial everything, I think that kind of suits it, because it's kind of quirky and it's kind of electronic as well.
We
and
prefer the term speed calypso, but
It is a new genre.
It is. It's a brand new genre.
It is a brand new genre, and you're good.
People put us in pigeonholes. It's easier that way.
I mean, everyone says alt pop, synth pop, all these things, and you make your own mind up, I suppose.
And I just judging by the whole vibe, is the US really that's where your sights are set? Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, no, that is.
Be honest.
Of
Be
course,
honest.
it's where everybody's
Just
sights
be
are
honest.
set, though.
yeah. To be perfect,
Slovakia.
we could. To be perfectly honest, we go over. We played in New York.
No, but look,
and
no,
they
in
loved
fairness,
it
you
there.
recorded your album there.
Yeah.
And all that cup. And the sound of the record does have a very US type contemporary sound to it.
And we
So
spent a
obviously,
lot of time recording there and really got kind of ingrained with that kind of idea.
But even before then, people, the Horsebox thing actually was very popular in the States,
Yeah.
and people took to our music and us much more than they did here, and it's just a different attitude there for whatever reason.
You can
well,
break it back.
you don't need to break it. Well, they can. The Americans are very good at breaking the world.
Yes,
And
indeed.
but-
Ouch! Is this a political TV show?
So mean.
I mean, like social comment at the electric picnic. But seriously, what? Well, that was so deep. That's another schmaltzy American moment. They wouldn't
No, I mean,
like that,
we hope and
Do you still live
expect
here?
that Irish people will love our music too.
Oh, yeah,
you
of
know,
course.
that's
Of
the.
course.
Yeah,
but you
of
do.
course
You
it
live.
is.
You live here, do you?
Oh yeah, we all live in Dublin. Well, you live in Kildare.
Yeah, the next thing we were trying to do is to try and get on the college circuit in America,
Yeah.
which is obviously a huge thing for breaking new bands and new music, and just really gets you a lot of gigs, gets you to see, gets a lot of people to see your music. So that's really where we wanted to go next. But
And I suppose Horsebox, when we were the Horsebox, we didn't get a lot of interest from our own country. We got all the interest from abroad, from America.
How does that make you
So
feel then?
that's
Now
where we
that
went.
Ireland, virtually ignored you.
Well, we're getting some nice attention now, I suppose, and that's good.
Yeah.
Just the sound just didn't seem to suit people, and that's
Yeah.
okay. It's just a different sound, and I mean the new sound is a lot more universal.
Yeah,
and
it
that's
certainly
okay,
is.
and that's even better. I mean, again, the club thing can be applied to that. The new sound is brings everybody together. So.
Quickly, what's happening for the future?
Well, we're organising a load of gigs from next week on. Basically, we're just going to put some dates up on our website, thisclubmusic.com.
we're planning on releasing a new single.
We're releasing a new single in a couple of weeks' time, and the album. We expect the album to be out before Christmas.
Yeah, very good.
So
And what's
busy.
the album cover going to be? You guys in the nip?
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah.
Because you look, it would work as far as I can
Yeah,
see.
I'm getting a bit of a belly now
It would.
just from this picnic.
We can Photoshop that.
Fish balls.
We
I
can
think
sell-
it might just be a load of fish.
Yeah.
That's
Fish
the name of the
Balls.
album.
Yeah.
Fish Balls by this club.
I'd really like to recreate those dogs playing snooker except with babies.
That would be nice.
Something like that.
Controversial.
Or just, well, yeah, but or
As
they could be
dogs.
babies in space.
And this is the Electric Picnic. Anyway, listen, guys. Thank you very much, and best of luck with the future. We hope to be here.
Cool,
again.
thank you.
very much.
Take it easy.
You're beautiful.
Nice one.